Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome to Luna. This is episode 224 of my Minecraft survival series, and in the last episode, we built the accommodations, recreation, entertainment, and storage areas over here at Wolfins Labs, otherwise known as the areas or the Aries areas, depending on your acronymical preference. Now, since you guys last saw this place, I have made some minor changes to it. You know, since we're going to be working out of here, I figure I'll add myself a little workstation over here in addition to our storage on the second floor. That way things are just easier to get to, easier to do what we need to do here, right? And I've been staying down here on the first floor in the, I guess this is probably the biggest room. I don't know, this is the room I claimed. I don't know, this place is nice for a dungeon, you know? I mean, it's not a dungeon, it's temporary accommodations. It's nice for temporary, hopefully temporary accommodations. Now, if you've been keeping up with us here in Luna, you know we have more or less two pending apocalypses here. The first of which is this corruption that's been seeping into our world, slowly spreading. The second of which are the old ones and their ascension, whatever that means, which holds the potential to phase this dimension out of reality, which, you know, sounds pretty bad. And currently, we really don't know how we're going to deal with either of these apocalypses, but hopefully that changes soon, because we're going to be working over here at Wolfins Labs today, working on a couple structures that will house some research facilities where hopefully we can learn more about stuff and how to stop it. Now, way back when we were building this basalt area, I told you there's going to be more to it. I told you there's going to be stuff around the outsides and, you know, that this place will get dressed up a little bit. Now, we aren't going to be building anything on the outsides of this today, but we are going to be adding to it. We're going to be adding a roof over it. We're going to be building another tower. Not like this tower. It's going to be smaller than this, but cohesive with it right over the top of that basalt area. Now, the creeper tower here is held up by logs, and the tower we're going to build today is no different, but don't think that that's going to be the final result of this. We are going to be building lower sections onto these towers, but the upper sections are all I'm really worried about today, because that's where we're going to house our research facilities. That is the most pressing matter. Now, I've been doing some thinking, and you know when I get around to thinking, that's a dangerous thing, because I started thinking, why build one additional tower when we could build two, right? What if we built another tower symmetrical to this one on the opposite side of the creeper tower? If we can fit it. I don't know, we'll see, but that's what I'm thinking as of right now, because we do have two apocalypses we need to research. Two apocalypses we need to put an end to. Maybe it would make sense to double our efforts here, right? Okay, so I've taken some measurements. Before we actually go and build anything, let me see if we actually have enough room to build a second tower symmetrically, because I might be talking it up for no reason here. Okay, well, we are going to be cutting it pretty close. We're going to be cutting it very close, in fact. Especially as we get towards this area over here, like especially with the wall and stuff. Because if we were to pillar up with our logs, right? If we were to pillar up with the logs over here, that would make the logs go right up through the handrail of our walkway right there, which, you know, not great. Then again, there's nothing saying our logs have to be on the outside of the perimeter. They could be on the inside of the perimeter here. And that would, in fact, give us enough room to do what we need to do. Yeah, you know what? I am kind of attached to this two towers idea as of right now, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some accommodations. We're going to pillar up on the inside of our perimeter here, and that is hopefully going to be a good decision. Okay. Oh, you know what? I do actually kind of like that. It kind of breaks up the monotony of this basalt, having the acacia logs go up there. So yeah, that's good. I mean, the outside, it's going to need something else, but I don't know what yet. So now it's time to ask the question, are we going to roll with it? I think we are going to roll with it. Yep, I'm committed to it. We're going to build up two towers here. I've already talked about it. We're going to do it. So let me go ahead and figure out how we're going to do it. Let's go ahead and call Dee on over here. Put on a little bit of music. And just get like the general structure of these things built. Just like a rough, you know, rough shape for them. We'll work on the details later. Welcome back, everybody. Would you look at that? Wolfins Labs just got a little bit bigger. I kind of like that. I do, in fact, like that a lot. We got 2 additional towers in here now. 2 fairly large towers, bigger than I thought they'd be, considering they only have 2 usable floors. But as you can see, these do go up quite a ways due to this slanted roof right here, almost as tall as, well, actually a little bit taller than that, which is pretty cool. Okay, that was a failure to deploy. Owie. You know what, this thing's a hazard. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of that real quick. Okay, there we go. Anyway, as you can see, we just got the outside shell of these in. There's no interiors yet. There's no actual floors in there yet because we still need to figure out that. We still need to figure out how we're going to get up there. Because currently, you know, I didn't really build any entrances or exits to either of these. All right, so I'm kind of wandering around trying to figure out how we're going to actually access these towers, and there's a couple possibilities, right? We could connect them up to an existing structure and get there that way. There is also the option of just making an elevator going up into each of the individual towers. For instance, over here, we could extend this walkway off to the side and have an elevator going up. That is a possibility. It's not one I'm a huge fan of, but it is a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't put nearly enough thought into my builds as I should, but we're going to figure it out. You know, we will figure it out eventually. I think probably our best bet, though, is to just go ahead and start getting at least the bottom floor in and just see, you know, pop some holes in the walls and just see where it would make sense to connect some stuff up. Dang it. This floor needs to be about a block lower. It's fine. It's fine. See? Told you it was fine. Everything's always fine. You didn't know anything was wrong, did you? Because I cut that part out. Now, as far as where we can link this structure up to the quarantine hub is not looking like it's an option since it's too low. I mean, we could always connect it up to our creeper tower over here, because that is on the same level. And in fact, like a walkway, like an overpass right there would be kind of nice. Looks-wise, but it's just that, I don't know, can't really get up in there, can we? Or can we? We might have some space. Hold on. Hold on just a sec. You know what? We are actually low enough that we could, in fact, do something in here. Like, we could have a walkway going across into here, right? Then a walkway around this and then out to the other side. I think that might work. We could probably put an elevator in here too, and that could be how we get up, right? So we don't have to commit to anything down low over here where we're not ready to build yet or, you know, change anything up on the other side. I think maybe an elevator in here would be good. Probably even like right there, right? Or on this side. I don't know, but we got some options. And I'm liking them. Dang it. It's fine. Nothing ever goes wrong here. No way. All right, I'm thinking we go ahead and get this walkway built in here. We do need to get some of the structure in here. That way we can determine, well, where we go from here. And now we're still working on just the general structure. There's not going to be anything too fancy about this. I'm basically just continuing the blocks from one structure to the next. And hopefully that helps to maintain this sense of cohesion. And in the end, hopefully maybe this looks like one structure instead of 3. All right, so I think we have enough of the structure built in at this point. Okay, well, owie, there's another failure to deploy my elytra. You know, normally I'd cut this stuff out of the videos, but I think you're going to get it all because I am short on time this week. I do think we have enough of the structure built in that we can determine if we want to keep rolling with it, and I think we do. I probably should have built it on this side, that we can get a clearer view of it. But yeah, I'm thinking that is probably going to work. And then as far as how we're going to get up, I mentioned an elevator, and I think we are, in fact, going to build an elevator right over here. But before we actually get around to the elevator, before we get around to the walkways, let me go ahead and finish cleaning up my mess from earlier. Dang it, I missed one. Now, as far as the work on our walkways and our elevators go, let's start with the walkways first, because we're not just going to make straight walkways across. I'm thinking an arch shape might be nice to them. Just like kind of having an arch go right across here to kind of bridge the gap, make it look a little bit less boring. That we do have logs on this side where we could start the arch, but no corresponding logs on this side, which means I'm thinking I might have to dress up these bottom areas at least a little bit, despite telling you guys I wasn't going to mess with them today, but, you know, it's me. You got to expect me to contradict myself all the time. But I don't know what we're going to be building down here yet, so I'm not going to go too in-depth with it. I just want to make the structures work, you know? And in addition to that, we might have like a little rounded top up here as well, because everything else is rounded, so why not? So now we have a plan. We have the roughest of plans for our walkways, for our elevator over here, and I think I'm also probably going to go ahead and start getting in just the floors of the interior. I'm not going to worry about like the actual interior yet, but you know, some floors would be nice. So at this point, that's what we're going to go ahead and take care of. Let's go ahead and call Dee Dee back on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get back to work. Welcome back, everybody. So we got a little bit more done to these towers now, or I guess it's one single structure, one tri-tower structure, right? I'm liking it. I am liking it. It's a small amount of work compared to what we did earlier, but it makes a big difference, I think. I started messing around with these bottom areas, but as you can see, I tore some of the stuff out that I was working on because there's really no point in, you know, dressing these up now, considering I'm not ready to build anything down here yet, and I don't know what I'm going to build down here yet. But we will eventually come in here and kind of clean some stuff up and just kind of make everything here look a little bit nicer down low. But for now, all we're really focused on is from about right here up, right? And I do like it from right here up. And I suppose what we could do is go ahead and take a look around up there now. Since we do have a way up, we do have walkways going to each of the individual side towers. We have our bubble elevator that takes us up, a water drop that brings us back down. Yeah. And what more could you ask for? Maybe another source block up here to bring us up a little bit higher. But that does bring us to right beneath our creeper farm, which does nothing to help the spawn rates. But I mean, this thing doesn't really work unless I'm in my AFK spot anyway. I got a lot of mess back here. I will take care of that. I planned to take care of that. I left myself a little hole in the wall as a reminder to take care of that, to go up here a little bit later and hide the scaffolding, torches, all that mess. But let's go ahead and take a look at these side towers real quick. Now, we don't really have too much going on here, just stairways, a floor, ceiling's not done, walls are not done, nothing's really done in here yet, but we can actually get around to the different areas, which will make it a lot easier to decorate this place once the time comes to actually decorate it, right? Now, I don't think we're going to get around to that in this episode because there is some other stuff I need to take care of. There's like the other little odds and ends to this place that we just talked about. There's some stuff I need to do outside of this build, you know, that needs to get done that I've been meaning to do. But yeah, I think we have made a pretty decent amount of progress here so far. Dang it, I left the bed up there. All right, so let's see what we can do as far as hiding all this backstage clutter goes. I mean, I think all we really need to do is back all our glass with stone bricks. That should do enough to hide what we want to hide, right? And then we'll put like a little stone brick ceiling over it as well. I think that should work. I hope that's going to work. And lastly, we can just drop this down a little bit, and that should do enough to hide what we want to hide, right? Let's just go ahead and pop up here and make sure that actually works out. I do think that is an improvement. Yeah, check that out. All right, well, we're done here for today, for now. We will return to the Wolfins Labs espionage and regional reconnaissance operations research site in the next episode. But I do think we have a really good start to it so far. I'm actually really digging the look of this place so far, and I think it adds a lot to Wolfins Labs. It definitely looks Wolfins Lab-ish. But as far as what we're going to do for the remainder of this episode, you might remember a couple episodes back when we were excavating our seas over here, we found a cave, and we were not able to finish lighting up that cave in that episode, so I would like to finish that today. I also need to harvest my honey, because I haven't worked that into my rotation yet, because it's on the outside of Luna, and you know what they say, out of sight, out of mind, right? So I definitely need to take care of that as well. There's so much stuff I'm behind on, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and see what we can do down here. Well, looky what we found. From the sounds of it, that is a zombie spawner. That means there is treasure in there. We don't really have use for a zombie spawner, but we can see what it has to offer us, right? Hello. Crap. Okay, get out. Get off me. Get off me. Ugh. You know, I heard him too. I knew he was in there. I heard him. Just didn't register. Anyway. So what y'all got for me? Ah. There's at least a couple things in here I like. Oh, and just in case I didn't mention it, which I don't think I did, I am going to be grabbing some incidental iron and other incidental resources while we're down here because, well, I don't want to leave here empty-handed. Oh, hello. You know what, zombie? Dang it. I'm not brave enough. So I can survive a creeper blast, I know that, but I'm not brave enough to take one directly to the face. Too pretty for that. Hey, big and bouncy. What you doing over here? Nothing. No! I forgot they split apart. It's been a while since I've dealt with these guys in person. Man. You know what? Luna's made me soft. Having all my farms has just made me soft. Hello. We must be close to the business district then, if I just heard Sawyer. I hope that's Sawyer. Yeah, we're close. I got my jump boost. So, yeah, a lot of the caves underneath Luna then have still not been adequately lit up. And this is where that ravine was, yeah. Oh boy. Been looking forward to lighting this place up. That is sarcasm, by the way. I realize it doesn't translate very well online. And I know some of you guys just watch for the building and stuff like that. You're not interested in the caving, the exploring, all that stuff. I know, because you guys tell me. So that is what the remainder of this episode is going to be. So, you know, if you don't want to stick around, that's fine. Hello. You don't want to stick around, that's also fine. But I'm going to let you be for now. You just continue to mind your own business. I'll mind mine. Dang it. Look at you. Nosy. Told you to mind your own business. Don't mind me, Mr. Creeper. Dang it. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. It's so fine. See what happens when you don't mind your own business? You combust. Oh, would you look at that? Diamonds. Beautiful, beautiful diamonds all for me. What do I even need diamonds for anymore? Oh! Oh! Oh, you scared me. I am convinced that this cave system just goes on forever. Like, it keeps branching off. There's like all kinds of... Oh, look, wonderful. A whole nother freaking ravine. You know, it's really not necessary that we light this entire place up today, is it? Man, I know I said we were going to, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I'd like to take it back now, if that's okay. Uh-huh. Alright, what do you guys got for me? Ah, horsey armor. Let's light up a cave, he says. It'll be fun, he says. It's not fun! Nothing about this is fun. Did you survive that? You did. That's fine. That is fine. Take my frustrations out on your friend over here. Hello. That's fine. No, it's my own fault. You're right. You know, normally I like caving. I do. Most times I do enjoy caving. But this cave... Hi. This cave just feels a little excessive. Oh, would you look at that? An abandoned mine shaft. This cave literally does go on forever. So, yeah, we're not doing all this tonight. No. No, we're not, because I got other stuff to do. I need to call it soon. We may have to come down here at some point in the future and finish up. At some point in the very, very distant future. Diamonds. Alright, well, we can't head out yet. There's diamonds over there that I don't need, but feel compelled to have. Well, I mean, we got our diamonds. So, I mean, we really should be getting out of here at this point, right? And just finish up later on. Really should get going now. Should definitely be leaving. I mean, yeah, I should be making my way out of here, huh? Yeah. Oh, dang it. That's something I should do. Hey, I dropped some iron ore down here. You didn't happen to see it, did you? No? What about you? You had a better view. See my iron? Oh, you know what? Go ahead. Be my guest. There you are. Alright, I've overstayed my welcome. I get it, and I'm celebrating because I am done. Ow. Where'd you come from? I told y'all I was leaving. I'm trying to collect some more stuff. Alright, now for real this time we are leaving because this cave is too dang big. So I'm just gonna tunnel straight up because there's no way I'm finding my way back out to the entrance. And I'll just meet you guys on the surface. Oh, well, we made it. So where exactly are we? We are in an area I have decorated. Landscaped, okay. That's not how that goes. You go right there, and then I am... Oh, I'm over here at the approach. Oh, would you look at that? Home sweet home. Now, I know I said we finish exploring this cave at a later date, but I'm not making any promises. I am equally inclined to just forget that even exists. Now, as far as the resources we managed to collect on that little expedition, we got some gold, diamonds, redstone, bluestone, all kinds of different types of color stone. We got some iron here. I think we did pretty good. Look at this. We even got more iron. Wonderful. But that, I think, is where we're going to have to call it for today, guys. So when we come back, oh, look at me wearing my helmet. There we go. Now I can see you. When we come back, we'll continue work over here in the quarantine district of Wolfins Laboratory. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.